Hello everyone, and welcome to my Iconic Goodbyes channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Thursday, March 6th, Kyle draws the line with Summer, Claire's hard reality. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, March 6th, Kyle Abbott will draw a line with Summer Newman, while Claire Newman faces a painful reality. First, Nikki Newman will speak with Claire, who will require some instruction from her grandmother. Fans of The Young and the Restless may expect Nikki to voice her opinion and possibly deliver some tough love. As much as Claire wants Victor Newman's blessing, Nikki may decide it's time to accept that it won't happen. Victor isn't one to change his mind in instances like this, so Nikki would argue that it's best to avoid the frustration and simply accept Victor's disapproval. Of course, because Kyle and Nikki co-parent Harrison Abbott, Nikki may have an opinion on Kyle's everlasting tie to Summer. Nikki may recognize that Summer and Kyle's bond will always exist. Claire must create enough trust with Kyle to avoid jealousy and insecurities. However, this is easier said than done, especially given Summer's apparent desire to damage Kyle and Claire's relationship. Despite Claire's best efforts to remain calm, she may admit to feeling worried about Summer and her attempts to draw Kyle closer. Kyle will establish some limitations with Summer in Thursday's episode of YNR. Kyle may sense that Summer is attempting to push outside of lines and interfere with his romance, so he'll want to be clear about their position. Although Kyle will want to help Summer as she deals with additional missing Phyllis Summer's stress, he may gently remind her that he is now with Claire and that is all. Naturally, Summer is Phyllis's daughter and a schemer at heart, so our forecasts indicate that her pursuit of Kyle will only intensify from here. In the meantime, Devin Winters will question Lily Winters about Damian Kane, so they may disregard Nate Hastings' admonition to retreat. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, Lily and Devin will stay intrigued, so they may decide to find out more about Damian and any other dubious information he may be hiding. YNR spoilers. Summer's 5 words to Kyle turn Claire's love life on its head. According to spoilers and updates on The Young and the Restless, Summer Newman may say 5 words to Kyle Abbott, dramatically upending his relationship with Claire Newman. If Summer handles this issue well, she may be able to reclaim Kyle's heart. Summer is feeling some jealousy. Now Summer is clearly jealous as Claire and Kyle's relationship grows closer. Kyle clearly cares about Claire, who has recently been a huge source of support for him. However, problems is building, especially because Victor Newman has shown his dislike of their connection. Claire informed Kyle that she could cope without Victor's approval, although it is clear that having it would provide her comfort. Summer is taking advantage of Kyle and Claire's vulnerability, making nasty remarks that only help to exacerbate the situation. Summer's plan to pull Kyle back. Summer is undoubtedly attempting to entice Kyle back, whether it was during their late-night collaboration on Harrison Abbott's project or when he gave solace about Phyllis Summer's inexplicable departure. Upcoming YNR spoilers suggest that Summer is about to step up her efforts, giving her even more opportunities to make her goals apparent, and she will not give up on her mission. As a result, Kyle may get further intrigued by Summer and their profound connection. They have been childhood friends for a long time. This is especially possible given Victor's displeasure, which has the potential to cause the rift he seeks. Summer believes Victor will succeed in undermining Kyle and Claire's bond. Summer's 5 words to Kyle. In the middle of all the hardship, Summer may eventually say those devastating 5 words, "I never stopped loving you." How will Kyle react when Summer bears her heart with such a huge confession? Summer may also inspire Kyle to think about Harrison and the joy that could come from his parents reconnecting. Perhaps she would motivate him to rebuild their family ties, making Harrison the happiest boy possible, for his fantasies would be realized if his parents reconnected and, better yet, remarried. Summer, on the other hand, may focus attention on her own emotions, showing that, despite her best efforts to move on, she has never completely let go of Kyle. She may also challenge Kyle to declare his affections for her. Spoilers for The Young and the Restless reveal that Ian's revenge plot targets Sharon and Phyllis. According to spoilers from The Young and the Restless, Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers live in a room suitable for rodents. It's difficult to determine why they're being treated like animals because supporters lack information and can only conjecture. During this current kidnapping storyline, the females can only communicate using an artificially warped voice. The suspense does not stem from their capture, as Sharon has just fled Jordan Howard's torture dungeon beneath Chancellor Park. Instead, Phyllis's statements to Sharon about the alleged game they are playing make the most sense. The audience can observe an extensive therapy session in which these longtime rivals discuss their past and work toward a common objective. Flashback to Victor Newman and Jack Abbott. Victor Newman and Jack Abbott face disaster. As longtime fans remember, they were trapped in a collapse and struggled to survive. Despite Jack's controversial deed of allowing Victor to lie on the ground in the colonnade room after suffering a heart attack, Braden's character assisted Jack. They were rescued and spent time together in the hospital, much like The Odd Couple, winks appreciated by fans of vintage sitcoms. Beginning in the 1980s, the Victor-Jack animosity became a recurring theme on this show. Sharon and Phyllis's animosity extends back to the 1990s, and, as Case's character stated, it was based on their battle for Nick Newman. How Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers got here. Cassie Newman developed a fancy on Phyllis's son, Daniel Romalotti. However, instead of a happy ending, she passed away. This occurred when Cassie followed Daniel to a party where alcohol was offered. He was overserved and unable to drive home. So one of the saddest and most contentious climaxes occurred. Cassie was underage and unlicensed, yet she drove Daniel's car and it crashed. Days later, after a series of farewell scenes with the main characters, Grimes' first spectacular spell on YNR came to an end. Everyone on both sides of the screen mourned Cassie's unexpected death, but many never moved on. The choice to separate Sharon and Nick by having him seek consolation in Phyllis's embrace resulted in the birth of Summer Newman. Sharon and Nick separated and never remarried, which is a rare creative choice, as is the decision to kill Cassie and where do they go from here. Sharon and Phyllis will escape or be rescued. There is no confirmation that one or both of these legendary performers are working on a swan song script. While this scenario appears bizarre, the timing of Sharon's recent abduction and survival, Ian Ward's undisclosed existence on Earth, and the introduction of Aristotle Dumas all point to either guy being the possible villain. Ian's desire for vengeance against both females makes him the most likely Dark Force candidate. YNR spoilers for the next 2 weeks, Sharon and Phyllis strategize, Jabot leaks, and Summer faces a roadblock. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the next 2 weeks are out. From March 3rd to 14th, 2025, Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers will strategize. Jack Abbott is outraged to learn of a Jabot leak. Plus, Kyle Abbott establishes limits with Summer Newman. Billy Abbott's new venture during the week of March 3rd, supporters can anticipate Jack to grant his approval to Billy Abbott's communications venture launch. However, Diane Jenkins Abbott wonders if Billy should truly be working with Phyllis. Phyllis Summers' disappearance. Speaking of Phyllis, Billy may become concerned if he has not heard from her yet. Billy was angry by Daniel Romalotti, Jr.'s cover tale about Phyllis pursuing a lead without his knowledge. As the days pass, Billy may develop the impression that something is horribly wrong. Daniel eventually begs Chancellor to officially launch an investigation. Double kidnappings cause chaos. Together with Phyllis and Sharon, they will devise an escape strategy. As Phyllis indicated in the preview clip, her escape plan most likely does not involve busting a window and crying for help. Sharon most likely relaxes her co-hostage, and they devise a real plan. Nate Hastings blasts Lily Winters for digging out dirt on Damian Kane. Nate will also be upset that Lily resorted to Victor Newman, of all people. There has also been a leak discovered at Jabot. Jack becomes enraged, but Nikki Newman attempts to broker a truce. Claire Grace Newman receives an ultimatum from her grandfather. Meanwhile, Kyle is compelled to set boundaries with Summer. Week of March 10, 2025. The Young and the Restless teasers for the next 2 weeks state that Diane's renovations to the Abbott mansion should be finished. Jack has been concerned that Diane may have gone too far and transformed the house into something altogether different. Diane, on the other hand, may surprise Jack by providing just minor updates. There should be some hints about the identity of Phyllis and Sharon's unknown abductor. There may possibly be a lead on the women's whereabouts. Despite the distorted voices' threats, this could be someone attempting to do good, so remain tuned. Which of these must-see moments are you most excited to see? The Young and the Restless spoilers, Billy's 4 outrageous mistakes prove Sally is in for heartbreak? According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra are growing closer following a romantic trip to Paris. What might go wrong? Plenty, given Billy Boy's track record of ruining his life on a whim. Here are 4 things Billy can do to crush Sally's heart. Billy Boy always makes mistakes. 1. Billy is concealing secrets from Sally, which is not acceptable. Billy is lying to her about abandoning his revenge plans against the Newman family. If and when she discovers this, she will be devastated. If Billy does something to hurt her ex, Adam Newman, Sally may be catapulted right back into his arms. 2. Billy finds it difficult to let go of Phyllis. While Billy isn't swooning over Red, he also isn't eager to fully cut her out of his life. And this is making Sally antsy. It appears unlikely that Phyllis is longing for Billy after he cheated on her with her daughter Summer Newman, but here we are. Sally noted Billy's distress over Phyllis's disappearance, and as long as she is present, there is the prospect of a reunion. Phyllis and Billy are schemers, and this could lead Billy down the dark path and away from Sally's loving embrace. What are your thoughts, YNR fans? Billy is his own worst enemy. 3. Billy refuses to stop damaging his life when things are going well. And, as the saying goes, previous behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. So it's simple to imagine Billy sabotaging his relationship with Sally for some blatantly illogical reason. This is what Billy does. 4. Billy tastes vengeance. Billy talks a good game, but we know he is determined to come out on top. He is making hidden phone calls regarding Chancellor, despite his pledge to forget the past. This could be the reason he is buried. Sally is with Billy under the pretense that he is being nice, and she will lose her mind if she discovers that he is lying. Lying was one of the reasons Sally left Adam, after all. Will Sally be resentful of the lies and playing second fiddle to Billy's job and vengeance? No one loves being duped. YNR spoilers, Michelle Stafford discusses Phyllis and Sharon's unique kidnapping story. According to spoilers from The Young and the Restless, Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman were kidnapped for a game. The mystery plot involves an unseen prisoner. Stafford recently told TV Insider about the plot, even dubbing it a little movie. Continue reading to find out more details. Double Disappearance fans just watched Sharon get over her tragedy with Ian Ward and Jordan. Sharon and Phyllis went missing at the same time. Nobody believes they are together because they despise one another. Fans are aware that the two are actually together, although in a forced atmosphere. Mysterious captors so far, Phyllis and Sharon have awoken in an abandoned mental institution. Phyllis and Sharon must collaborate to survive the game. At first, it seems impossible. However, the two are starting to collaborate. The two were even able to make a phone call so that their loved ones did not contact the police or begin hunting for them. Fans still have no idea who runs the game. Sharon Case's surprise. According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Case was astonished to learn during her TV Insider interview that she had another kidnapping storyline, this time with Stafford. Case was taken off guard because Sharon had just been kidnapped by Jordan and blamed for Heather Stevens' murder. Case added, "Before we left for Christmas break, someone told me, oh, Michelle Stafford said that when you guys come back, you have a storyline together, something about being abducted, maybe." And I'm like, wait, what? I was just kidnapped. Perhaps someone misheard her. Stafford thought it was hilarious since Sharon was being abducted all over again. Case stated that Sharon has been kidnapped 3 or 4 times. Sharon is used to dealing with kidnappings by this point. Phyllis Summers talks. This double kidnapping case may have an unexpected outcome. Wouldn't it be interesting if Phyllis and Sharon were friends after their ordeal? Stafford did have this to say, "I appreciate the story because there was nowhere for Phyllis and Sharon to go, it was the pinnacle of their conflict. Something has to result from that." Phyllis will never remark, "Oh, it's fine that you hid the bloody towels. I'm over it." Sharon will never be able to accept not being forgiven and simply move on. It would be tough to see each other. So, I believe that the tale we're working on will address it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.